All right, I'm not trying to become the hot take guy. It's not my interest, not how I want to be seen, but where we're at with this news about Charlie Kirk being assassinated, there's 2 points that I want to make. One, a lot of people are bringing up the fact that he has made comments in the past about his support for Second Amendment gun rights and saying that the price of those rights is, gun deaths. Whether you agree with that or not, her parading that around right now as some sort of gotcha in light of him now being killed by a person wielding a gun, that is not the gotcha that you think it is. It's a weird one. I would be surprised if the people that share those viewpoints and care deeply about Charlie, I don't want to speak for anybody else, but I'd be surprised if they changed their view on that particular issue. So you don't have to agree with that one way or the other, but I just want to say it's not the gotcha you think it is. The second point I want to make is this is not the world that we want to live in as Americans. All right. We should celebrate that people, even if they have different opinions than us, have the freedom to say those opinions, to have those takes, to have free speech. We should celebrate free speech, not feel threatened by it, not be driven to the point where we want to assassinate somebody for using their free speech. Okay. That is for everybody, whether you're a conservative, a liberal, Republican, Democrat, whatever you identify as. One final thing I'll say here is the more of these things that we see, political assassinations, other things that are happening too, you can't help but feel like we're driving further and further into a divisive country that eventually leads to violence, that eventually leads to civil war. I'm not predicting a civil war or anything like that, but think about that as you go about your day and you engage with people in your community, whether they agree with you or not. How are we individually going out there and making the world a better place, a place that is not teetering on civil war? Because you know what? I don't want my kids to fight a civil war. I don't want that. We do not want that here in this country. I've been to countries in the middle of sectarian violence and essentially civil wars. It is not pretty. It is not something that we want here. So politicians are not going to change that for us. That is something we as individuals have to go out and do and create good relationships with our fellow community members, our fellow citizens, regardless of their political views. That's all I got.